All right. All right, welcome to our book creator professional development. So what we're going to do is I'm going to explain to you what book creator is and its uses and just different aspects that you can use it into your classroom. If you want to get on this PowerPoint, you can. Here's the link. If you'd like to see it, there's not a lot of clickables on there. I'm going to show you where to find these things. So why book creator? Has anybody ever heard of book creator?
No, not yet.
Okay, no, okay.
Excited to learn.
I hadn't either until I took this professional development, and Mrs. Hull, actually, our technology teacher, STEAM, she uses it with the older kids. So we're going to create an account today, and you get to have 1,000 books for your account. So if ever, when we get to that point, you are able to make 1,000 books, you can just archive them and start over. But I mean, the person that I got the professional development from, she's had 200. So 1,000 seems like a lot, but the kids will have access to this too. So why book creator? Book Creator is a digital book creation website that empowers students to become novelists, book authors, and more. Book Creator is adaptable to various grade levels, subject areas, and empowers students to demonstrate and reflect on their learning. It is important for students to view learning from a growth mindset perspective. So I'm going to show you right here, and I can share this slide with you too, this best practices for technology. Now, before we use Book Creator in the classroom, these are kindergarten teachers behind me for whoever is watching this video. Before we are able to use this in the classroom, you need to make sure that it's on the technology approved list. So it is, because it is used in STEAM, but you just want to make sure none of your students opted out of this section. So best practices for technology. Oh, sorry, the board works when it wants to. Let's see. So just different things that you just want to make sure when you incorporate this technology into your curriculum and your lessons. You want to choose technology that aligns with your teaching goals. Before introducing any technology into your classroom, think about what you want to achieve and how the technology will support those goals. Integrate technology seamlessly into your lesson plans. Technology should be used to supplement rather than replace traditional teaching methods. So consider the technology will fit into your existing lesson plans and how you can use it to enhance student learning. I mean, this is what our admin says to us constantly. You know, we're not going to go buy a set of curriculum and implement something else. So we just want to make sure that it's works well with what we're already doing in the classroom. It's not going to take over anything with our TEKS or our essentials or our UFDs, anything like that. Provide clear instructions and support. Make sure that students understand how to use the technology and have access to the resources they need to succeed. Consider offering training sessions or setting up a tech support system to help students who are struggling. I know Ms. Richter, she has her text teachers. Doesn't she do like a star of the table, and those are her technology people? So that'd be something really great. And then I'm here if you need anything with this. I am new to this, so I was able to get this training and I played around with it a lot. So hopefully the little playing that we get to do today, you'll see that it's actually pretty fun. I know it's kind of with all this, but you want to provide clear instructions and support. Make sure that students understand how to use the technology and have access to the resources they need to succeed. Consider, oh, I've already read that, sorry. No, oh, sorry, no. Consider offering training sessions or setting up a tech support system to help students who are struggling. I did read that already. Sorry, guys. You could tell me. I mean, it's not formal. Yeah, I just have to do this. Monitor and assess student progress. Use technology to track student progress and provide a feedback on their learning. This can help you identify areas where students need additional support and can help you adjust your teaching and strategies accordingly. Do as I say and as I do. Practice what you preach. Professors, trainers, and professional development specialists should take a lesson from a teacher's handbook and design learning to mirror the way teachers are expected to teach. Forcing teachers to sit, listen, and take notes during professional development while this sage on the stage talks to them is completely opposite of what's expected daily of them in their classroom with their own learners. Just as kids will instructionally mimic what they see and hear, so will teachers. If we want to break the cycle to the traditional lecture, we have to break the mold on how teaching and learning is modeled when teachers are put in the position of students. So, as I read this to you, don't worry, you're going to put this to practice, I promise, but just things to consider when you implement this. Any questions so far? Okay, just want to make sure someone's in back there, you know. Yeah, you guys can talk, you know. Okay. I'll share this with you, so I'm not going to read these questions to you, just, you know, those different things. So I'm gonna go back to Book Creator. Those are just some best practices. So 50 ways to use Book Creator. I know you guys are gonna be so excited to go through this with me. I think this will actually explain just a little bit more what it is, because I mean the title, it says Book Creator, but it's actually a lot more that you are able to do and capable to do with this. So, all right, so this is the toolkit. Let me go one more. Okay, one more. So basically this is all that it lists, and it gives you different different options of what you can use for Book Creator and examples to show the students. So About Me books, that's really fun. I think that'd be really good at the beginning of the school year for us to do, maybe implement. I know that technology comes a little bit later with our friends, but maybe as we start to learn that, or this could be something that we could create with the class. So that special friend writing that we always do. So Teach Math in a Whole New Way. I've seen it with shapes, and you'll get to see those different images. That would be something really fun. So it definitely talks about math riddles. So each student plans a riddle and reads to a friend or teacher to double check it makes sense. Then they create their own pages in a Book Creator, adding a clue, image, or answer for the riddle, and this can be combined with everyone else's pages to create a big collaborative riddle book. Something to look forward to. I mean, Learning Showcase, I thought about maybe doing one and creating a QR code for parents to access the books that they've created. It does take some time, but next year, things to think about, you know, a science experiment, you know, something we could do. And then music, I mean, we have our own specials program where they have music. Retell your favorite stories. Teach PE, create comics. The comics are so fun, and I think that's what STEAM does. And so I know the older kids, they have access to those types of things, but I don't know how well our kindergartners would do, but still great things to do. Choose your own adventure books. This was one of the most, they have these in the 2x2 blue bonnets, and then there's another section called the Little Mavericks. It's a graphic novel section, and so a lot of the kids get to choose their path through the book and create and choose their adventure as they're reading, which they're really fun, but the kids can actually create it, and they give them a lot of examples, different hyperlinks, hyperdocs, those documents where you can click a website and go to, and just different things like that. Explore publishing, the ebooks, and then a checklist for publishing. The kids can do that and write off anything. Any questions so far? Any ideas?
I like to retell your favorite stories for kindergarten. Like if we did like one of the Eric Carle stories or something, we can all retell them those.
That'd be so fun, because those parts of the story we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And a class book, Ethan.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about for the Learner Showcase, is the class books that we create, and then that QR code, and then they can see what the kids actually did. You know, that the Chromebooks are beneficial to them having them at such a young age. You know,
end of the year, like my favorite part of kindergarten, end of the year.
Oh, that would be so fun. Yeah, some good ideas. See, we're getting the juices flowing. There's a lot more, guys. We're only on 14. So photo books, like going outside. We're about to go on those nature walks for our next unit of living and non-living. They create poetry. I mean, I was thinking about poetry with the littles, and I had to laugh because I would feel like it would be about toilets and bathrooms and things like that. You know, they're collaborating between different ages, so we could get even the older kids to come in and help them out. Global collaboration, you can actually send your book out and share it with somebody else. And then book snaps are where they take a picture of the page that they're looking at in the book, and then they can highlight, underline anything they don't know. They can create a visual representation. Yeah, let's see, watch this little video. Hopefully I have volume.
Hey guys, so welcome back to Real Talk. Today we have a guest vlogger. She is from Wisconsin. She's a teacher there. Her name is Mrs. Padalino, and she's going to be teaching us how to make book snaps with the app Book Creator. Thank you for joining us today, and we can't wait to learn from you.
So there's little
Hello everyone.
Sorry.
I'd love to teach you about doing a book snap today with the Book Creator program. When I make a book snap, I like to have my pictures ready before I go to my Book Creator app. So I start by opening my camera, taking a picture of the passage that I want to use, also taking a picture of the cover of the book so that I easily give credit to the author, and the drop icon, and I can rotate it, and then I can bring in the corners to get rid of unwanted parts of the picture and frame it a little better. Hit done when you are complete so it saves to your photos. Now that my pictures are prepared, I need to open the Book Creator app. Once it is open, click on the plus sign at the bottom and New Book. That brings you to the layout choices. I usually choose the buttons on the bottom because I have more choices. Click on the plus sign again to add, then media, photos, and moments. Add your page with your quote. Turn it with 2 fingers to how you'd like it. Then add the cover. Click on the eye, and that will open it up to the page. It gives you the image first and then the page. Choose your background if you'd like. Click on the plus sign, and then you can add your text. I usually use caption. I have it on my page so I can stretch it out, put it wherever I want. I can take that quote and I can change it up a little if I'd like by clicking on the eye, and if I want to change my color, maybe I want it to be white letters with a black background. I can go into the comics or the stickers, and I might put ARC because I'm not very happy about what's happening with my dog. I could also put an emoji by going to add text. I find that it works best if you use Boom. Then click on the globe at the bottom of the page, and that'll give you your icons. And then I can go back to the eye, and I can increase the size by using the little font tab here. Media and pen, and then I can box.
So I'm gonna stop this. So there's just lots of different ways, and each one of these options has the videos to help you walk through it, because there's a lot of things that you can do and actually add on this. So help students with special needs, app smashing. I'm not really sure. I kind of looked into it. They're able to explore different things and go through the apps and then kind of discuss what it is. Make an actual printed book. So the book they make, it can actually be turned into something printed. Interactive games, share student work, like we talked about. Learner showcase, interactive notebooks. That's always fun. This looks different things. Teach design skills. Some of these things are based towards older kids, but still we could, try and adhere them to kindergarten anyway. Write a story, share family history and heritage. I mean, that would be a good one for our traditions and customs unit. We normally use Flipgrid, but maybe they could add some pictures. Students designing their own curriculum. I mean, come on.
Wow.
What would we learn, right? You can create your procedures in your classroom and share these. So I'm gonna pause on this on just some of the things you can do, and I'm gonna scoot back over here. If we have time, I'll go through that again. So, are you ready to explore Book Creator?
Yay!
All right, so you've heard so much about it. So first thing I need you to do is I'm going to have you go to Google and you're going to type in Book Creator. And with our district, you actually get a free account. I believe teachers do, so, but with what Prosper has gotten for us, that's why you are able to have 1,000 books. So I'm gonna go to my computer and I'm gonna put it up there to see. Just so I can walk you through some things. Okay, so you actually wanna create a free account once you're all on there. It's in the top right corner, right? And then you're gonna sign in with Google. And then if it says that little thing like Beth has that needs you to open up, you just open it, the tab. Perfect. And then you'll just sign in with Prosper ISD. I promise this is approved, don't worry. Yes, sign in with Google. Yeah, and then you should be able to choose your account.
Are we just clicking kindergarten, like, on the grade?
Yeah, you can do that. Just go through the steps, and you don't want to put any kids' names in there, obviously. And I don't think it asks for it, but the kids. Yeah. Yeah, it does like you to work in full screen once you. Yeah. I think I just named it Brainer, my last name. I mean, you can name it whatever you want your class to be. And then you want to hit full screen. Yeah. I mean, you teach ELAR, math, science, and social studies. I mean, technically, I can teach half a language, so. Okay. Lynch, your last name. Okay, so I'm gonna go back right over here. Is anyone not signed in yet? I'll give you a little bit more time. Just to get everybody there. Just want to make sure everybody's enjoying the exploring and our time together. Alright, okay, so right up here, I created one today. It's what I was working on. The invite code, this is what you'd want to share with others if the kids in the class, they are able to access this, I believe, on their Chromebook. So when you're ready to make a new book, you just hit new book. So everybody's going to create something, a little something today. And then this is where you get to pick your type of book that you want to do, your layout, whatever strikes your fancy today. They have all the comics, the landscape, so I just chose a square. So this is the cover. You're probably thinking, okay, right? So you want to go to the plus sign in the top right corner. And then this will give you some different options, what you can do. Now I do want to, do you see the rocket that says more? I want you to click that. And then this is where you can add different apps where you can link this to. So everything on here, you can add Canva to it, your Google Drive, all these can be added. Animated emojis. Michelle Maple was the one who gave me this training. She said if you don't want kids messing around with emojis, you probably don't want to add that to their access to the class, right? So any of these can be added for apps into the classroom. So it has been vetted, so kids shouldn't be able to see anything that they shouldn't. You are able to get Canva for free as an educator, and it is awesome, and they link together. So if you haven't created an account for Canva too, that's something I can definitely help you with. So those are just different apps you can add to this. So I'm gonna go out of here. So the eye right here is how you change your backgrounds. If you want colors, if you want, those are some of the recents that I've done. Here's comics, paper, borders, patterns, and textures. It's really fun to just play with. And I can just imagine the kids just going crazy on this. Like, it's just so fun, the different options that they can have and throw in. And then if you don't want any of that, let's see, paper. This is really fun, right here, the lined paper. So you can actually throw this up on the board and have kids write on your board too. I can get you there too. Sorry, I was moving a little bit fast. I was having so much fun clicking myself. So it's in the eye and then paper. Eye, yeah. Just think of the eye is going to give you the background, just different options. And then, I mean, graphing for math. That'd be fun to just also throw up. They can come up here and you can use the board to do something. There's just different papers. I mean, if you really want to get crazy, make a geo board. What? You know? So, the textures are fun. I heard the borders are really cute. Just different ways to frame and add a little flair to what the kids are making. Textures are pretty cool. I thought that one was fun. When we go through textures for describing things, this would be awesome. So I'm gonna leave this up here. I wanna say this is the opening to my page. So now I need to add some things. So the plus sign is where you can add images, you can get your camera up there, a pen, a text, record. So I'm actually gonna go to my computer for a second and I'm gonna record a video. Lots of fun. You can see what's going on. Welcome to Book Creator. So you use that and then you can pop it in so kids can actually, if you were to give them the page like the book snap, they can actually tell you, maybe what their favorite part is, what they like about it. And that just pops right in there. Welcome to Book Creator. So great, right? So, this is what I'm about to show you is probably my favorite feature if we were to create books for the kids. I'm gonna go right here to plus. I'm gonna do text. I'm gonna add in, what should I add in, guys? Give me something to write. Happy spring break. That's what we're here for. Happy spring break. Okay? I'm going to populate that in there. You can change your font however you want. This is where you would do it. You would just click on it, different colors. The site. She showed you a different way to just touch it, do different things. Wait, gotta highlight. Let's see. We'll make it green for spring. You can change it to different colors. So if you are ready to view the page, you hit play, and then right here it says read to me.
Happy spring break.
Yay! So
Welcome to Book Creator.
there you go. So and then it opens it up because I didn't
You've
finish.
reached the end of
Oh.
the book.
There you
Read
go.
again.
So you can actually hit stop reading too if you don't, and you just go back to edit. Also in here, the images are really fun. You can search for any image, so I can type in spring break. Like I said, everything's been vetted. Yeah, I know. That was our thing, like, oh my gosh, especially spring break. So they don't have access to anything that maybe not. What they said, I don't know. So we'll put that in right there. And then you can size it. I mean, if they're on the iPads, they can do that. The pen, they can, paint over it. Let me go into plus. Now, shapes is one of the things we talked about. for math possibly, them creating different shapes and explaining it, or real world objects. And then we go multimedia. I believe in trying to find where those emojis are. Images, let's see.
Oh, the shapes like the bubbles.
The speech bubbles are fun. Okay. So that's just some of the things. I was trying to find the race car and the shapes. I can find that later. So right now, I just would like you to kind of play around with Book Creator. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. Just kind of get a feel for it. Huh?
What? Oh,
It is a lot of fun. You guys are so quiet. It's so funny when I did the kids ones. I was like, "Don't walk in front of the phone," but they were so chatty. It's fun. See, I had the emoji up. I love that it'll read to you. I think that's such a fun little thing.
Yeah, because you know something that would help. You know, sometimes when they write, they think their sentence makes sense,
Yeah,
but they don't go back and read it the way they write it. They read it the way that they want it to, so it would actually.
that's such a good idea.
Right?
I was talking about that comedian the other day, Joe Dobermansky, whatever his name is, how he reads how the kids write. And it's
Oh, I love
so
that.
funny. It is so funny.
That guy is so funny.
So I actually started reading to the kids what they wrote, so they could see. So Jenna, right here, I was
I
going to show
should
you.
have done it instead of hello. I would have said, hell, white bar.
So Jenna, one of the things right here on the Book Creator, is it'll read to you.
This is
It's
the
okay.
best.
It's fine. It's okay.
I love the sunset.
You see? It'll read the
You've
books
reached
to you,
the end
Jenna.
of the book.
Miss Richter.
Awesome.
Read again.
Hey,
Made
it's
with
just my
Book
procrastination.
Creator.
It's totally fine.
It's all good.
This is real life and teachers. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. So, right now I'm going to show you how to get on Book Creator, and they're just kind of playing around with different things and how you can do it. While you guys are doing that, if any questions come up, just let me know. I'm actually going to go back to the 50 uses of Book Creator. So as I start reading these ideas to you and you're playing around with it, just let those creative juices flow and what you might want to do with this really fun things. Like I said, you have 1,000 books. So even though our class sizes are 24, you're able to archive any of these books once they're done with them and, create a new class. And even though it does say 1,000, you're able to do all that. So if you need more. So I'm going to click out of this part. And I'm going to go here. Did you see this maps right here, an interactive guidebook? So when we go through our location, that would be a really fun thing where they're able to create maps on here.
Like Rosie's Walk.
Rosie's Walk, yeah. Those prepositions and things like that. And all these videos are super helpful too to help you understand. Teach phonics, heyo. So video and audio come into their own when teaching phonics. Be creative with the letters. So I was gonna.
Can we do the math story problem where they write the problem? And then
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see. Maybe it don't want. Okay. Maybe it doesn't want to do that one. I was hoping they would show you something. There is a video. Dad teaches his daughter phonics with Book Creator. So that's really fun. And then they can record themselves saying the sound so they can hear it, like they can mimic it. And then that could be a little something one-on-one. So you go to Book Creator in Google, and then with Prosper, you're able to, you have a free account. So you want to log in with Google and use your email. Any questions so far to the front back there? Yes.
How do I change the font, or is there just a, there's a cute font?
I haven't found that part yet, but I would say the triple dot.
I haven't I made a book years ago.
Ew.
Oh, nice. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I think it's just the color and bolding out.
Okay.
Feel like the app is a little bit different than when it's on the computer. You can also write things too.
Oh, cool.
I
Yeah.
would spend hours and hours on this, there's just like so much.
There's a lot you can do, and then when you start adding Canva to it, that's where you can pull a lot of the graphics into it. There is a lot to do with this, so just going through the 50 ideas over here. Teach a language. Maybe I can get the rest of my certification. Learn the language. That'd be so great. Genius Hour with Book Creator. I feel like this is something that our GT program will really benefit from. So, Genius Hour, they actually do this at some of the other schools. Have you guys heard of Genius Hour? Yeah. And it's really cool. So what they do is every kid gets to go to a different location. So you could have 5th to kindergarten in one room and they're learning cooking.
Oh.
They're cooking something, or they're creating a bridge, or it's basically no technology and they're getting to do stuff with their hands. It's really fun, and it's,
That's cool.
yeah, but maybe something we can implement.
Each teacher can teach something.
Yes.
Kids got to pick what class.
They sign up.
They
went.
And they sign
Wow.
Yeah.
It was all different grades. It was actually really fun. It was
What
pretty
did you teach?
cool. I did dinosaurs. That was one of mine. We did it a couple of times.
What did you do with the dinosaurs?
We did like a dinosaur dig. We did all kinds of fun. It was really fun.
Yeah.
I learned a lot. It was cool.
Maybe something we can throw out there next year, and we could do a book creator.
The innovation team.
I know.
Nice.
Here we go.
Gracie signing you up.
The geo board that we talked about identify shapes, so they can actually like discuss, the shapes they're learning, their solids. Maybe even search for a picture for their 3D solids. I think that'd be really cool to explain their thinking. Responding to reading. Let's see. Oh. Is it video?
Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Book Creator monthly series. Today's webinar is Writing in Response to Reading with Book Creator. My name is Monica Burns. I'm an ACL Distinguished Educator, EdTech and Curriculum Consultant, and very proud Book Creator Ambassador. I'd love for you right now, if you're here joining us live, to go ahead to the question box in the Go To Webinar panel. And go ahead and say hello, share where you're from. You're more than welcome to share your position or your role in education. And we'll get started in just a minute while I go through and give some shout outs here.
So I'm gonna fast forward this a little bit because it's 45
Corey
minutes
from
long.
Alberta with us tonight, all writing in all subject areas. So really thinking about that nonfiction creation. And so Book Creator, if you're totally new,
So just explaining
if you
different
are
things.
sharing devices, so you're
I'll just get out of that one. It's a little long, but like I said, all these videos are really great that you can go through. And has anyone done anything fun yet on their Book Creator?
What do you have, Jenna, with Eric Carl?
Yes, I have this was the students, this when I was virtual, they each did a page and then they read it, and so we put it all together and I printed them out too. And so they each had a book about what their favorite part of kindergarten was. But it's so fun to hear their voices reading it, each one.
The
Those
kid-
little voices.
Cool.
Mhm.
That's really neat.
It's the siblings of the kids I have now
Oh.
too, so it's really fun.
Oh.
I got Lila. And I'm working on the cover of the math book one right now, so I'm working.
Any comics yet? Every day is a comic in here, right? I thought that'd be fun to make a comic of all the things that kindergartners say to us. PG, of course. Just to share with people out there in the world. That's just funny. teaching coding, I mean, I've done coding. You can actually teach it to kindergartners. It is a little bit more simple, their aspect. It's like the Busy Bots. Have you done Busy Bots? Yeah, so it's just directions basically in getting from point A to point B. But you can extend it for older kids. It looks a lot different. Just different things, you guys. Just trying to. Any questions so far?
Are there different fonts?
That is one I have not found yet, but I think that's an app that you can put in there. So right here, if you go to, I'm gonna go back into my book. So if you go right here into the I, I'm sorry, the plus sign, and you go to more,
Gotcha.
and then you wanna add apps. There's all different things, but Canva would probably be the best one to do different fonts and different creations like that. And that's where you can add a lot of things.
The apps didn't show up.
Oh,
What am I hitting? Well, I can do files or embed are my two choices.
so are you in full screen?
Nope.
Let me see. Yeah, I think full screen changes how it is.
Nope. But it could be that I went to Book Creator just from Chrome and maybe I needed a different level. I needed to have
Let
gone
me
in
see.
a different way. Oh, I just shut it, sorry.
No, it's okay. It makes me go full screen, so.
So discover book. Creator. Go back to sign in. And then it took me right to here. Was I supposed to sign in differently?
No, you wanna use,
Okay.
if you use Prosper ISC, that's what you want, cause that's how you have, so, that's how you have access to all these things, so go to the plus sign right here,
Okay.
and then hit more. And then we're gonna go to files. Interesting, are you signed in as Jeremiah? Extend it and open it the full way, go to the screen and open up full screen. Interesting.
Okay.
Okay, we'll figure that out. We'll take a look gander on it.
No problem.
Okay, questions for
You have a question? Yes, I'd love to answer it.
Can they use this on the iPads or just on the Chromebook?
It is an app, I believe so, or they can go on Safari and get it that way, but I haven't made it that far, but I'm gonna figure that out. If not, they can definitely get on the Chromebooks and yes, because you can share the class book. So you can actually share the code with them.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, all the kids can work on their page at their same.
So show invite code for others, oops. So you can actually, I know this is a little tedious, but to get them on the iPads, if you wanted to put it in, or, you know, what do you have for your technology people, your helpers?
Tech support.
Tech support, yes, so she's got tech support in her class,
So
so.
we'll put that on the post-it note.
Yeah.
One person per table walks around and does it.
Oh, there you go. Or if your friends, you know, wanna take a chance and do that, you can share it that way. That's if you're working on the same book, but if you want them to create their own, Google Drive, which is another, your Google Classroom, you can share this with them and Seesaw. So depending on where your class is, but, alright. It's time.
It does work nicely with Seesaw.
Yes,
So
yeah.
That's how I've done it.
Okay, it's time to go. I'll pause it. Alright, you guys, so there is one more thing I wanted to show you. When you go to that little waffle thing at the top, you have all this right here. So outside of the books that you can create, you can go, just pause that get out of that. You can actually go and find other books that other educators have made, and you can use them for your own. So libraries just show what you have made, and Discover can show you different things. So you can see alphabet books are up here because when you logged on, you had to choose what grade level you were in. So I know that I chose kindergarten. You can go in and change. So here's just a great one right here. So comprehension, phonics, this was a great one that I thought we could use. Have you guys seen this at all?
No, I
Okay.
haven't seen that yet.
Okay, perfect. So that's what, I know I wanted you guys to have a chance to explore before we regrouped and kind of talked again about any type of questions. So just a great introduction to phonics, something that we
That's great.
really rely heavily on. And so this is a great little game that the kids can even play, you know, and to, whoop. I thought it might move, maybe it'll tap. Oh, exercises are on the next page. It helps to read the instructions to your students and to yourself.
Right.
So here's another great thing, match the uppercase and lowercase letters. So I think, oh, it's not working because I'm on my touch board, so I'd have to do it on my screen. But there's a way to, I haven't enabled the touch, it's still on the pen right now.
Okay.
But look at this.
I love that.
Listen
That's
to the
great.
sounds in this word.
And
So
so
when you
interactive
finish,
with the kids.
It is
Then
really
move the
interactive.
letters down to the dots in the order in which they appear.
So these are some things that other people have created that you can utilize and pull into your library, which is so great for the kids, and just a way to go through, spell it out. Here's another great one, type the letters, anything like this. So find the vowels. I know that's a big one because after we learn the sounds, vowels are usually the ones that get interchanged a lot with those words. Let me see.
Diagraphs, yeah.
Oh, digraphs is excellent.
In this next activity,
So we'll
you are
give you a
sorting the
chance to look
words
at
based on
that.
the phonics pattern shown.
Here, let me help you
In this
log on.
example, it could be at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end.
So drag the words at the bottom in the correct columns. Like, this is so great for the kids to use in the class, and it's just really interactive. And this isn't the only one that you can use. There's a lot that you can find in here. Like, look
I
at
like
all
that.
this.
I like the vocabulary would be good with your
Vowel
emergent
tunes.
bilinguals.
I mean, for any extensions. So now that you guys have had a chance to kind of play around with Book Creator after yesterday, I know we went through a lot of the ideas. I shared that, I shared the Google Slides with you so you can actually see that 50 ways to use Book Creator. After you had some time to kind of play around with that and do what you needed to do, is there anything that you could do or implement with Book Creator in your classroom?
I think at the beginning of the year when we, in kindergarten, we do a special friend. So every day we're introducing a student, and we're talking about, what their favorite things are, favorite color, and then we do make a book at the end of the unit with everybody in it. And so I think this would be so great to do this, something like this on Book Creator.
I think that's an excellent way to implement this technology into the lesson. That would probably be a little bit more for the teacher, but as the year goes on and we introduce those Chromebooks to them, there are so many great things that you can share with the kids and let them view.
And they could make like an all about me book, or when we're doing traditions.
Yes.
Our traditions unit, maybe
that
they
was one
could
of
do
the
something.
things that was discussed in that yesterday. I'm so excited about the vowel teams. You can tell, like I did mention yesterday that I got this training and then I got to give it to you guys, and so I'm still learning this as well. And so I just want to make sure that you all know that I'm here to support in any capacity. I would love to come into the classroom and teach a lesson for your kids, and even some vertical alignment for the first grade.
Yeah.
And these are all wonderful. Digraphs, we know, are so
They're really difficult.
hard. I know that one of the hardest ones in my class is ch. I don't know about
us too.
Yeah, I see a lot of heads nodding in the background right now. Yeah. So this is great. Let me look at this one right here. Oh, right here, just
Oh, yeah.
explaining it.
I like that.
Oh,
where
they
it
can
explains each
record
sound.
themselves and listen.
Oh, how nice.
Just like that.
So what's special about the digraph CH? Well, CH at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words will almost always say the ch sound. However, CH can sometimes also represent the k sound. For the purpose of this book, we are focusing on the digraph CH that represents the sound ch.
That's
like that.
excellent. So
Yeah.
I just love how interactive it is and how the kids are able to
Oh, they'll love this.
utilize this.
Mhm.
And I know yesterday I showed the lined paper. So not only are the kids able to record themselves, but they can come in and practice the work. So thank you guys so much for letting me take up your planning periods. And I really hope that you will integrate this technology in the future into your classrooms. And like I said, if you have if you need any help with the technology, you have any questions or concerns, I'm here for you. And so I just want to say thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yay.